hello, hello, hello,
Uh,
hello, and welcome. And once again, I've got with me the very handsome, godless Reggie. Hey, godless Reggie.
Hello, how are you? You look nice
I'm
as
good,
well
thank you.
yourself. You're beautiful as well. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
godless Reggie, I've asked you to join me on this one as usual.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Ali Dawa?
Never heard that. I see the title, Scandal in Mecca. I'm 100% unaware of it. I thought when I first
No,
read it,
not
Scandal
not
in Mecca.
not the scandal in Mecca, but Ali Dawa.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm completely unaware of him. Never heard that name.
Okay.
Sounds Arabic.
Yes.
That's the only clue I have.
Um. Okay. So from what I know of this person, he's got over 1 point something million followers
Mm,
on YouTube
okay.
and maybe other spaces. I don't know, but he is Dawa. Dawa means preaching, preaching the good news, preaching. So he is on the forefront of the preaching of Islam,
Okay.
right? He's in the UK. They go out and they do things. They go and preach to people. They do dawah. Dawah, right? Hence the name Ali Dawah.
Okay.
He's done many videos, many. And so Ali Dawah is not my sort of, not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Um, Reason why I will show you in a minute. So he did a stream where he was talking about someone who's atheist. And let's see if I can show you this video of him. Right, so this is Ali Dawa.
This is a part of our religion. There's a reason to it. Yeah, there's a reason why there's a capital punishment, because people like you, little weaklings who leave their religion and cause corruption in the land by spreading it, the capital punishment in Islamic law would be applied to you. We have no doubt, and we're
That's why
proud.
you're not here.
Not individuals going and doing it themselves like idiots. Yeah, no, under an emir, it is done. Yes, and we, you know what? We watch.
Okay, let me just read this. Muhammad said, during the last days, there will appear some young, foolish people who will go out from their religion as an arrow goes out of the game. So wherever you find them, kill them. For whoever kills them shall have reward on the day of resurrection. No wonder. No wonder, Reggie, why they have what do you call those people?
Martyrs, I think.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, I guess he's not directly saying it, but in a way, he's kind of, well, before I go on, is this a post he made, or is this someone stitching something he made and adding these words to it?
They're adding the words to it.
Okay.
Uh, but they just picked up a clip from a
Okay.
post that he made, a video he made.
Okay. The laws are not the same in my country as they are there. Hey, what's up, Joe Walk? But he's treading the line pretty close
Hey, yeah, well,
to inciting violence.
hmm.
I'm not saying he's directly doing. He's not saying you should do this. He's not doing that, but he's pretty fucking close. Like
Yes, yes.
don't nobody care about your imaginary fucking prophet and his rules and his religion. Talking about somebody's a coward. Don't you got enough problems with the Christians? because they've been whooping your ass for thousands of years. So
But to say that it be done by the Islamic Sharia law and everybody would watch, but he's not saying the lone rangers should go and do it. I call BS. I call bullshit. Because if he had his way, he probably would say to them, go and do it.
hell yeah, if he thought he can't get away with it, or if he thought that that was legal for him to say or for the people to do, he definitely would. Or if he just thought he can get away with it, he would do it.
So
So
what?
he'll
Mm,
make you he'll turn you to an Islamic folk. The person that they claim that people are, he'll turn you into it, because it's like, I'm almost glad that there's sanctions against human beings like him from coming to my surroundings, because he's causing problems. He really is. He's asking for murder. So I don't like him already.
let's get work on about. I'm off to my daily global conspiracy meeting of my fellow Jew and Jewish people. I mean, I'm off to twiddle my thumbs. No global conspiracy. Are you off to work? Are you off to Oh goodness. Uh, okay, so now let's show you the reason why this stream. Just 1 second. Let's get the video. So this right here, right, is the video that is going viral. It has gone viral, right? So before I play it, tell you the context, right? Reggie, this young man is he's Indonesian, right? He's from Indonesia, but he finds himself in Mecca. So he is in Mecca for, pilgrimage, right? He's gone with his mother. He sat there, right, just chilling, just relaxing and, taking it all in. And then someone comes along, starts chatting him up. So he turns his phone to record, but he's recording himself. So that's him recording himself, but you can hear the conversation. Reggie, Reggie,
I'm listening.
the person who is talking to him is propositioning him for gay sex. This is in the Holy Land. This is in the place itself.
Why didn't he turn the camera towards the motherfucker?
Wait, hold on. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
So you live alone in your room?
No, bersama ibu saya. With my mom.
Ah, you come back or stay in Haram?
Haram. My mom. She has not written yet.
Good, that's good. So can you go up side?
My room.
Yeah.
For what? Untuk apa? What do you actually want from me?
What do you think? I mean,
Kak, saya tak tahu sebab saya bukan ahli sihir. I don't know because I'm not magician.
yes, you are.
Straight to the point. Are you gay?
Actual.
Do you want to check with me?
Yes.
Turn the camera to him.
Your attention. Please just keep it in your pen.
Also, this I understand.
I don't want to be among.
Sorry for that. You angry or
Tolong tinggalkan saya. Saya tidak mahu dalam perbualan ini lagi.
in English?
Please leave me. I don't want to be flowery.
Oh.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum.
Wow.
May Allah bless you.
Shit.
Dia buat sentuh-sentuh saya. Dia sentuh saya.
know why he didn't turn the camera towards him. Ain't
Well,
like ain't like dude would have seen him. If he can't see you holding the camera like this towards yourself, if you turn it the other way, he's not going to know. So you should have fucking exposed him.
but can you see he's dressing? He's dressed in the full. I mean, the full dressing, the full. What do you call it? I don't know what they call that dressing.
I don't know what it's called either.
But Reggie, for this person to come to him in broad daylight and proposition, listen, unless we want to fool ourselves,
Uh,
unless we want to fool ourselves, to have this kind of audacity in a place like Mecca, the holiest city. Well, it's supposed to be the holiest. Then, come on, come on. What are we doing here? That means that this is something that happens everywhere there.
it definitely does. I don't know why anyone's surprised. I'm surprised that he was that bold because it was out in the open. But I think that people are more surprised, like, oh well, there's gay in it, there's homosexuality in Islam. I mean, it's everywhere, bro.
It is everywhere. In fact, it is in the most unlikely of places. The places you don't expect it to be, it's right there. It's
Hmm.
right under your nose. In fact, some people, your father is gay, mother is gay, your sister, brother, somebody.
Right.
It's such a natural thing that I guarantee that it's everywhere. It's just something that you cannot hide. So, but Reggie, then comes Ali Dawa, right? He
Hmm.
decides, okay, he's going to get on the subject. Okay, so let's see what Ali Dawa has to say.
I'm curious.
Okay, right.
Actually, do you want to check with me? So if IslamNet is raising funds to establish a masjid and
I'm going
community
to
center in
forward
Norway,
this
and they
because
urgently
Reggie.
need your support.
So you know these people that do dawa on the internet. So
Hmm.
for some reason, when you go watch them, they have all these. They have all this donation thing, and they tell the people that part of the religion talks about giving. So this is a call to give for all sorts of different things, right? I urgently need your support. In fact, let's listen to it. Right? This is the thing, the obligation, because you're a Muslim, and so therefore you have to give, right?
Hmm.
So let's listen. I didn't want to play it, but I mean, why not?
This donation will be a sadaqah jariyah. IslamNet is raising funds to establish a masjid and community center in Norway, and they urgently need your support. This donation will be a sadaqah jariyah for you, because every person that comes a step closer to Allah through your donation, you will inshallah be reaping the reward. Click the link and donate what you can. Assalamu alaikum.
Did you hear that?
Hmm. Them they're gonna be closer and shit like that. Lying to these damn people.
So if you donate, right? And if through your donation somebody is brought closer, Allah will that's just a lie, no? That's a lie. Come on. How would Allah know that okay, part of your money was used to bring somebody closer? Reggie, how would Allah know that?
The same way that Allah and God and Yahweh have a bank account when they be asking, "Oh, make sure that you give to the Lord." Blah 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 blah. None of it makes any sense.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I've heard of people positioning others in bathrooms in a certain country. Yes, it happens everywhere. Happens in
you,
the UK, happens everywhere.
you know why I think that guy was so bold to come up to him and do that? Two reasons.
Why? Why?
I think that he could tell that he's probably not from there.
Okay.
He probably can tell that he's from Southeast Asia or wherever Indonesia
Mm-hmm.
is or whatever. And he
A
probably thinks he's
foreigner.
and a child. He thinks he's a child. And you
Mm.
know that you know how like they feel about the Pakistanis and shit like that. They don't. I mean, unless you really like one of them, like Saudi Arabian or in that area, they look less of you either way. So they probably like, okay, well, I'm going to fuck him real fast, and nobody's not gonna know, and Allah's gonna forgive me because he's a kufar anyway. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a justification for that.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. I was disturbed seeing this video, and I'm sure you guys are going to be as disturbed, but we're going to go to the roots of the problem with these kind of stuff. SubhanAllah, back in the days, people would hide their shame. And like the Prophet Muhammad said, if you have no shame, do as you please. To see this happen in Mecca, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Medina or Mecca, it's definitely Mecca. You just really like, wow, like it's crazy. Now, obviously, we're not blaming the lands, but there's so much key things for us to understand. People think some people do hijrah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, Muslim lands are much, 100 times better, but it's not to the lands that you go in. Taqwa is not based on places you go. Like Allah says in the Quran, taqwa is not facing the east or the west. Taqwa, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about slaughtering animals, Allah says it's not to the blood that reaches Allah, but rather it's the taqwa. When Allah talks about in Surah Tawbah, Masjid Dirar, the munafiqeen who were building a masjid, and Allah said, go to the masjid of taqwa, it's better to pray there. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to us about the clothing that was sent, but rather the clothing of taqwa, Allah keeps talking about taqwa from the clothes that you wear, to the direction that you face, to the animal that you slaughter, to the place that you pray. Taqwa, 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 taqwa. Not places. There are people in Mecca that when I was there, the cab drivers who they don't even pray salah. They haven't even gone umrah, brother. It's literally there, which shows you it doesn't matter where you are. You can have people who live in the West in there, with all this degeneracy going on, but people hold firm to their religion. And then you have people who live in Mecca who become atheists, and what you're about to witness now. This is a person, and when I watch this, guys,
Where did you hear that? There are people in Mecca, live in Mecca, have never been to any of these places that people will pay £11,000 or how many thousands of pounds just to get to.
So I
Yeah,
don't. I don't understand like what he's trying to correlate with this. Even if what he's saying is true, that don't got nothing to do with what the fuck we seen on that damn camera. You can't confirm or deny what that person was. You cannot say that person was an atheist. Bitch, you wasn't there. Number two,
right.
it's a motherfucking Mecca. What atheist you know is gonna pay that kind of bread, or Jewish person that kind of bread to fucking get
Just
there?
to go to. No, no, no. He's trying to say that the one who's proposing, because Reggie, the video says the person who is being propositioned, he's Indonesian, but the
Right.
one propositioning him is a local.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So
he,
he
he,
he is trying to say it might be an atheist local.
um,
Because now we're talking about, oh, when he went, there were cab drivers who've never been there.
he,
Okay, but Ali Dawa, it does not take from away from the fact that it's happening in the holy city, the holiest, where Allah is supposed to be right next door. Allah's house. This is, if people are bold to do this in Allah, what the hell, huh?
I mean,
So
Oh, go ahead. Sorry about that.
go
Sorry
on.
about
No,
that.
no, you go on.
What he's saying could possibly be true, right? For all we know, the motherfucker could have been an atheist. But the bottom line is this: the only reason why you're saying that and coming to that conclusion is because you are a Muslim and you don't want that to be associated with your religion.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be Ali Dawa. You would not be willing to put any money on the fact that that person would be either atheist, Christian, or Jewish. You wouldn't put a penny on that because odds
Mm-hmm.
are that motherfucker is a Muslim just like you.
Is a Muslim.
Right. He's dressed like one and
So
everything.
It just makes a mockery, in my opinion, of the religion, the place, everything. But never mind. I mean, Reggie, it is where he goes with this, Reggie, that you need to tell them. That's what you need to be concerned. We need to be concerned about, Reggie. Just hold on. I tried to make sure I can read the comments here. Trying to make sure I've got the comments right in front of me so I can see. Esther, while it confuses me, I believe money given in certain ways and perhaps during certain times can be as good deeds to benefit you as your life is assessed. Okay. I say if you donate money to a religious building, your good deeds can be multiplied by the prayers and good deeds of the others done in that. I've only heard of generalizations and no. Okay, I don't get that. I'm not sure I understand that, but yeah, let's continue. Where did Ali Dawa go? Okay, where's Ali Dawa? Okay, here we go.
Let's watch this and get to it. And let's talk about the root problem, which is pornography. Here is what happened to this young man.
Are you gay?
Reggie. Reggie.
I heard what he said talking about some pornography. No, pornography has nothing to do with that. That man wants some booty. He gonna
He
pay.
said it's pornography. He's
Listen,
still going, Reggie. He has not landed at the spot yet. We're not there yet.
he's just
How
throwing
did
out
we
so many
go
theories
from somebody being propositioned
to
to
pornography.
pornography? How did we get there? Yeah? Ali Dawa, how? Look, bro, there are people who are gay in your religion and they've always been gay. Let me tell you. I don't know which one you are trying to do here. Oh, it's pornography. No, stop. At some point, you must realize that if this religion is the truth, these people will not be doing any of this. But they know that.
How does
Imagine
he?
in the holy city.
How does he even know that that person is from a country that is even allowed to watch pornography? There's some places that that shit is illegal. So how does he know that? He's just guessing like a motherfucker.
He is. But how? How did we go from watching this to pornography? How?
I,
And if it's pornography, right? Ali Dawa, should Muslims be watching pornography?
right,
Should they?
right. He willfully watched that fucking pornography. If you're saying that he was, confused of what he is and what he, wants and all that shit because he was watching some pornography, well, that's haram right then and there. So it's still his fault.
Mm, okay. I mean, okay. Let's go.
Do you want to check with me? So you live alone in your room? No,
Are
bersama
you
ibu saya.
alone in your
With my
room?
mom.
Mm-mm.
She come back or still in Haram? Haram. My mom? Yeah, she has not written yet. Good. That's good. So can you go up side? My room? Yeah. For what? Untuk apa? What do you actually want from me? What do you think? I mean, tak, saya tak tahu sebab saya bukan ahli sihir. I don't know because I'm not magician. Yes, you are. Straight to the point. Are you gay? Actual. Do you want to check with me? Yes. So if that your attention, please just keep it in your pen. Also, this I understand. I don't want to be among. Sorry for that. You angry or tolong tinggalkan saya tidak mahu dalam perbualan ini lagi. In English, please leave me. I don't want to be flowery. Oh, okay. Go. Yeah. Assalamualaikum. May Allah bless you. Dia buat sentuh-sentuh saya. Dia sentuh-sentuh tangan.
I mean, like you just become speechless. I mean, would I say may Allah bless you after someone approaching like that, or should I say may Allah destroy you? I mean, what
Wait
kind
a minute.
of
Stop. Stop.
you know,
Stop.
what kind
Stop.
of
Stop.
action am
Stop.
I
Stop. 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 Yes, you would. That's exactly what the fuck you would have said. You know why I know that? Because you just said earlier that you know for a fact that some of the cab drivers and things like that were atheists because they're not blessing Allah when you come in and out their car, right? So you definitely would have did it. Stop lying.
Why is it a shock to you, Ali Dawa? Why is it a shock? I mean, I don't understand this. The morality,
Thank you, Gerard.
the morality in this religion, I don't get it. Your prophet married a 6-year-old. We're not shocked by that. No. Your prophet had people killed. We're not shocked by that. I mean, I read about the prophet having this young girl killed for what was it now? Writing satirical verses about him,
Right.
to the extent that somebody was saying, "Oh, she was a traitor. She was a what was it? The word that they used? There was a word that they used. Somebody who gives messages to others. What did
Gossiper,
they? No, no, no. Um, gives intel to other people.
informer, snitch, hater,
Yeah, something like that. Something like that, right? And
tattletale,
this was,
stool pigeon.
oh no, I've forgotten what it's called. But yeah, that was the reason. They said that's the reason why she deserved to be taken out. I mean, a young lady writing satirical verses deserves to be taken out. Okay, we're not shocked about that. Oh, but somebody being propositioned for sex in Mecca. Oh, that is shocking. Ali
I,
Dawa.
I think it's more of the audacity. I'm gonna step away for a second, like 10 seconds.
I don't know what Ali Dawa is shocked about. I honestly do not know. In fact, I'm happy that that video came out so that people can see that, look, at the end of the day, even in the holiest of places, humans will still be humans. People will still live their lives. People will still do what they want to do, right? There's nothing wrong with being gay. Absolutely nothing wrong. And I don't know why people choose religions that demonizes them. A religion that tells them you can't be who you are. I don't know why you would choose that for yourself. Why? Why would you choose to be in a religion that's, you know, tells you you cannot be who you are? I am pro the LGBTQ 100%. So I don't know, why this man here is shocked. I don't know. Hmm? Okay, so we'll continue. Somebody's already pressed in the comments.
Or may Allah forgive you. I mean, if I had some kind of mercy, I'll say, may Allah forgive you. Forgive me, Allah bless you. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. You are in Mecca. You are approaching some random guy with no shame. At least somebody would have shame and think, you know what? Let me try to. I mean, I don't know. Like, some people, if you have this tendency.
Shame for what? I don't understand. He wants to have sex. Allah created him that way. Allah created him to have those desires, no? So shame, why? Why shame? Shame for what? Why does he need to go hide himself? Why does he need to pretend to be something? You see, guys, these religions will make people pretend to be something they are not. I would rather somebody's out there showing, okay, this is who I am. Telling you to go and shame. What do you mean shame?
You will have some shyness and try to find out someone maybe who is like you. No, he's just casually approaching people. Yeah, And one thing is I did this as well. May Allah forgive me. When I watched this, because I wasn't paying attention, I thought the person who's showing his face was the one. Why? Because obviously, I don't want to fall into backbiting. He's a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, he's somebody who fears Allah. It's just because he has a feminine look to him. This is the third time he was approached, by the way. He said that this was the third time he was approached. Can you imagine? It was the first time he didn't record, and the second and third time he had no choice but to literally being harassed. I would be like, if that was me, I think
approached 3 No, listen. If that young man had been approached 3 times, Mecca, people in Mecca, I'm telling you, you guys, that's not a holy city at all. Might just be the most unholiest of cities. In fact, I think we might talk about that later on. The Mosque Me Too movement. Is it Mosque Me Too movement? Women go to the Kaaba and they are groped in the Kaaba. Women have come back and described how when they're going round the Kaaba, men are grabbing them, grabbing their butts, grabbing their bits and stuff. So what the hell? This is not Look, this is not a holy city. The man has been propositioned 3 times. Bakari say, have you been? Huh? Have you been? And if you have, when you proposition, did somebody ask you to come and sleep with them? Bakari, see? That name, you sound like you're an African. Were you propositioned to? I mean, can you imagine going to the holy city, you just sitting there chilling, having fun, and then someone comes along, you want to go upstairs and go and do something? Do you want to go upstairs and do something? Reggie, did you hear? The guy was propositioned 3 times.
Yeah, I heard it. I was sitting here. But my thing is this. All right. Well, that is super believable about what you just said about people being groped and things like that. And if they're bold enough to come up to him 3 times, then obviously there's plenty of people that's on there that's coming there for sex. Regardless if we're talking about homosexuality, straight up sex, obviously there's men there that want to have sex. That's the bottom line. Um, Also, Bakery C said no one's attacking the religion right this second. We're just attacking this guy for basically being an apologist. He's telling this man he was lying or making it seem like what he's saying is not true or it's his fault, and he wasn't even there. What about the victim of this shit? And then you're like, talk about what you know, heathen, if you have never been. Why would I want to go to Saudi Arabia? Do I look like a resident of Saudi Arabia? Am I an Arabic person? No. So there's no reason for me to go over there.
And to talk about people's beliefs, right? Attacking people's beliefs should not be condoned in society. No. We've got freedom of speech and freedom of expression, right? Beliefs are people's ideas, they're people's ideologies. Look, if you like, believe it from now till the cows come home. Your beliefs are not fact, they are not factual. Your beliefs are just beliefs, just somebody's ideas. Your beliefs harm people. Your beliefs are dangerous to people. I can tell stories upon stories upon stories about what your belief has done to the country I grew up in, the Muslim religion. It deserves to be talked about. So, no, nobody should respect anyone's beliefs, especially if those beliefs cause harm to society.
I would like this will punch you in the face. What, brother? You come into me like, are you okay? Like, should I slap you? What should I do? Like, how are you? Where the audacity? It's sickening, and this goes back to pornography. This goes back to the degeneracy and pornography. And guess what, brothers and sisters? Subhanallah. Guess who? 5 companies. One of them being, I don't want to mention it because people P-Hub. Yes, okay. Who are they owned by? Who are they owned by, brothers and sisters? Let me tell you who they are owned by. All of these companies, subhanallah, who are they owned by? They are owned by someone called Solomon Friedman. Solomon Friedman. Yes, and not only that, many of his companies, and who is he? He is a Zionist. A Zionist. And many, look, what you've seen on the screen now, brothers and sisters, yeah? Look, Al Goldstein, yes? The only reason Jews are in the pornography is that we think Christ sucks, Catholicism sucks. Wow, this is the Christians, Bible Belt Christians supporting the Jews. There you go. That's what they think of you, yeah? Gary Kremen, founder of sex.com and match.com. Adam Grasser, king of Gonzo Porn. These are all Zionists. Look, check this out. You can't make this stuff up, bro. Mike Kulich, Monarchy Distribution, yeah? Sam Roth, Nathan Adams, how do we mention this? Is oh my gosh, Sean Rad, founder of Tinder, Ron Jeremy, Greg Lansky, Joel Simica, whatever his name is, yeah, David F. Freeman, yes.
Ali Dawa, how have you gone from this event happening in Mecca to pornography, and now look where we are? Ali Dawa, how do you know this information?
But what does that
Why?
have to do with anything? That doesn't have anything to do with what he's
But the-
streaming about. If listen, let's say I'm gonna give him that. Maybe all that's true. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But that doesn't have anything to do with what happened. That doesn't have anything to do with it. He's completely diverting the information, the story away to some, I don't know if it's true information or not, to try to take the story and put it on these people. It had nothing to do with that. He's passing the buck. He was being proper positioned in Mecca by a Muslim. So I don't know what that has
Exactly.
to do with anything. And you can't prove that the guy was watching pornography before he approached him. You can't prove none of that shit. You're just making that up out your ass. And Bakari, again, we still have not attacked anybody's religion. But if you want me to, I will. I don't care nothing about a person's beliefs. You are here at exercising your own free will. I feel like you should go to a different place so you won't hear us attacking people's beliefs. Because we're not going to stop just because you, somebody we don't know, says so. Fuck you.
What's that noise? Every time you move, it's like there's a noise. Are you scratching the mic or what?
Hmm.
Hmm?
I don't know.
That's better. That's better now. Yeah, it sounded like there was a noise every time you. Right. So let's see some of these comments here. Because someone with a death wish will go there for that purpose. What the
Yes.
beliefs are people's way of life. So what? So what? It is their way of life. It's all. I mean, can you prove? Can you prove the existence of Allah? Can you prove that the prophet truly was speaking to an angel? Can you prove any of these things? The answer is no. You cannot prove it. So if it is all a lie, can you imagine following a way of life that is nothing but a lie, attacking the individual? No, you are the one. This is on you. You personalize the belief. You are the one personalizing the beliefs. We don't. We don't. For us, the beliefs are nothing but just claims made by people. So, no, how can we attack an individual just by talking about the. And look, this guy here, this is what I don't understand. He's doing something very, very terrible here. He's now, look at the names of the people that he's pulled out. Zionists, right? These are the Zionists that have absolutely nothing. He's the one attacking. He is the one attacking innocent people. And why would you not say something about that? Where is your attack for the people that are propositioning people for gay sex in Mecca? Where is your critique for the people that are touching women's bums in Mecca just by the Kaaba? Eh? You come here and you are crying. Nobody sent you beliefs. Nobody sent you to have your beliefs. Nobody. You want to have your beliefs? Go and have it. Do it. But to come and cry for something that you chose, did anybody force you to choose the belief? Did anybody tell you you must be a Muslim? You chose that one for yourself. Go and cry by the Kaaba. Go there and cry. I don't know why grown men will come and be crying tears. You're on a public platform. Okay. 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 The platform allows you to critique
Right.
videos.
Right. We're critiquing his video of someone else's video he's critiquing. You're critiquing our video. It's okay.
It's
I don't know
okay.
what country you're from, but in my country, we are allowed to express ourselves. It's called freedom
Mm-hmm.
of speech. Just like you're
Yeah.
exercising your freedom of speech, nobody here is going to block you. You're free to make comments all you want. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. You don't like it? It's free.
You can leave. Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
The trash film king. Okay, Steve Orenstein, Stefan Packard, Roran Stortman, Fabian Thielemann, whatever it's called, all own some kind of a adult website or some kind of industry, and all of
So,
them are Zionists.
so
And we Muslims are the ones that are coming to your lands and trying to take over with our Sharia law. No Imam, no Muslim is ever allowed to own or get involved with intimacy, sex outside of marriage, let alone owning these websites that are destroying the Western world, destroying your daughters and your sons, and you think Islam is the threat? These Zionists are owning everything that you have. They own it, literally unbelievable. These Zionists are the ones who are destroying your youth. And that's what Saladin al-Ayyubi said. When you make degeneracy,
Zionists are destroying your youth.
It looks like the Muslims was trying to destroy a youth on camera at, what's it, Haji? What's that? That's what that's called? What's that shit they
Yeah.
call it, Mecca?
Which one?
Where the boy was at? The video he's
Uh,
critiquing?
by the Mecca. Yeah.
Yeah, but what is that event called?
Pilgrim. Hajj.
Pilgrimage.
Hajj.
Hajj, yeah. During Hajj, uh, it looks like one of your Muslim brothers was trying to corrupt a minor. So
Mm. What's he talking about? You're proof of Allah's existence. No, I'm proof of Mandingo's existence. What's this one talking about? Which Allah?
right.
I am proof of Mandingo's existence. You might be proof of Allah's existence, but I am proof of Mandingo. Hey,
My people supersede Allah and Muhammad. They're way older. Hers too.
no, but Reggie, me, I'm proof of Mandingo's existence. Excuse you, me?
No proof.
Huh?
I'm talking about him. Yes, you are proof that Mandingo is well.
Yes,
Yeah. I'll say you're proof that Mandingo is. Yeah, I would say yeah.
exactly. So, mm-hmm. Okay.
Doesn't matter when it was Bakari. It was in Mecca. It was by one of your Muslim brothers. You cannot deny that. He's making up bullshit that is to divert the story to something that has nothing to do with what we seen on camera.
Okay. Can you imagine seeking for sex in Mecca? Very nice. Very nice. I love it.
sex outside of marriage prevalent among the youth, that nation will be destroyed and destruction. And this is one of the signs of the hour. Unbelievable. In Mecca, approaching another man to go upstairs. He's saying, I'm with my mom. He's saying, yeah, let's go upstairs. Look at the filth. You have to be the direct approach. You have no shame, like the Prophet ﷺ said. If you have no shame, do as you please. And one of the signs of the hour is what? Two people who are committing zina. And the best amongst them will say, can you go and do it behind the wall, please? That's going to be the best amongst them. May Allah protect us and our children. This is what we're talking about, brothers and sisters. The degeneracy that is attacking, and pornography is the root cause of all evil. All evil. Yes? There was that guy, I forgot his name, who was a serial killer, Ted Bundy, who, when he was young, he saw a pornography magazine, and that changed him to go and go on a killing spree of prostitutes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Unbelievable. This shows you again, brothers and sisters, taqwa is not where you live. This man has no fear in the holy lands approaching this kind of filth. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah forgive us. Wallahi, may Allah, if this guy has shame, to repent. It's not too late. Wallahi, repent whoever you are. And I was shocked. But this is showing you what dangerous times we live in. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said,
Reggie, some more begging at the end, right? Some more begging at the end. Can you imagine? Okay, so what we're going to do is, okay, I can imagine that some might think, oh, this is a one-off. This is not, yeah, it might be, something that happened. And look, people get sexually molested by the Kaaba. People actually get groped by the Kaaba. Things happen to people, to real people. So let's go and have a look at just some of the things that happens to people in that place. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Wow. So in 20, wait, let's see. In 2017 alone, 17 people were arrested for harassment at Islam's holiest site.
So clearly, it's an issue, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It happens. You can't deny it. It's real. Take responsibility for it, and make it easier for a person to report things that happen, because from my understanding that they need witnesses, and I know some of them are afraid, because if they don't have people to corroborate their story with them, they can go to jail themselves. So it's a no-win
And
situation.
and Reggie, most of these people are foreigners.
Right.
So in a foreign land, you don't know what could happen. So I bet a lot of them are just waiting to just get home, get to the comfort of their own home before they start speaking, you know.
Right. Right. That's a clear
Yeah.
indication. If 17 people went to jail, there's no telling how many more got away.
No, Reggie, a lot of the women that in the mosque Me Too movement said when they get to the police to go report, they just they're just very nonchalant about the cases. They just, start to ask, "Oh, do you have any evidence? Do you have any proof? Do you have?" And by the time they frustrate them enough, they've got no choice but to just
Drop it. Like,
leave.
fuck
Yeah, just
it. I'm
leave.
going
Because
home.
strangers, yeah, they're gonna go home anyway. So yeah, it's crazy.
Makes no sense.
I went to touch the black stone today and I got really close on 2 occasions, and I've had men's genitals squashed up against me at the back. At one point, this came off and I was being strangled from behind where they were pushing and pulling this at the back. They had to stop to release me. I was really scared.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow. There's more.
They're not afraid to pinch your bum. They're not afraid to kind of touch you. They use that closeness to get too close. Like, it gets very, very uncomfortable. All around you, you're thinking this is a holy city. This surely should be one of the safest spaces in the world. There's much, much darker stories.
My parents went to the Hajj, they went to the pilgrimage. Before they went, they were given so many warnings about what they should do during the Hajj. And I witnessed the same thing when other people went to the Hajj. And there was one warning that stuck out so much, that women should be especially careful during the Hajj, and that my father should always stay very close to my mother and never let go of her hand. I remember this one conversation about cabs, about taxis. They were saying that my father should go in first and let my mother out first, because many things happen, like women being sexually harassed, having their belongings stolen more often, or even being abducted or something. Is that something that you know of?
Yeah, to be honest, it's something I know a bit too much of, which makes you really question like a lot of things. Because I've said this so many times. The amount of stories of women, even if like my dad had the same fears when we would go as a family, you know. So it becomes really kind of intense and awkward and dangerous, even when you're doing tawaf, like when you're circumambulating the Kaaba. Especially like I said in Ramadan times, it's like a mini Hajj at that point, so it's like the same amount of rush. But honestly, they're not afraid to pinch your bum, they're not afraid to kind of touch you, or you're in an abaya, but they use that closeness to get too close. Like it gets very, very uncomfortable, and you're kind of in shock at that moment because the Kaaba's here.
Wait, hold on. Let me show Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you this picture, right? And this is even. I want you to understand, Reggie, that so this religion, the God of this religion, expects the people who are followers of this religion to do this once, at least once in their lifetime, to travel from wherever they are in the world to come to this place. This is the place he wants them to come to. There's a stone which they must kiss. There's a mother, and then here they have to walk around this 7 times. Reggie, this is what a God wants from its people.
Well, why can't he protect them?
Exactly. If the women have come, they've come to see you. They've come. Some of these women have probably never been gropes like that in their lives. Never. It's never happened. But can you imagine doing the one obligation to your dean and you get sexually harassed and assaulted? And you know, these people even know before they go there. They're giving them advice. Don't let your woman do this. Don't let. Come on, you people know exactly what this is.
So they don't think that Allah see it.
Mm. Eh, eh,
Me critically thinking, I'm like, well, if they know that Allah can see them and they gonna be punished and they not
mhm,
scared for it,
mhm.
then it ain't true. That's the first thing I'm gonna start thinking.
Yeah, of course, this can't be true. Cannot
Because
because
because it's
how is
kind of like
Allah watching it happen?
because it's kind of like you know for sure if you go and you're a female, you know it's gonna happen to you. It's not like, oh
Mm,
well, it
mm,
might not. She
mm,
ain't gonna
mm,
touch
mm,
my
mm,
ass.
mm,
She
mm.
motherfucker know not to touch this titty. You know it's gonna happen to you.
But Reggie, how are you stood by the holiest of places on surface, on the surface earth? The holiest. This is it right here, Reggie. This is the holiest of the holies here, right here. How are you here? And your mind is to touch and feel a lady's boobies and her. Huh?
Mhm.
How?
But that's because you know a lot of them, they I think they perverts because I think them being so covered up so
Hmm.
much in the way that they have their women so covered up that they're probably like, man, I ain't never seen no ass. I ain't never gonna get none. And then they gotta really find a woman to marry them before they have sex.
Repressed. They're very repressed.
Right, right. They don't know what to do.
Very repressed.
Women ain't even allowed. Some of them that's coming from countries where women ain't even allowed outside for real. So
Mhm. And then can you imagine somebody who's not really seen women like that, and now you're seeing them everywhere,
mhm.
beautiful ones for that matter, ones that you would not on a good day you would not even have the opportunity to reach or to talk to or be friends with, and they're walking, of course he would want to. It's just crazy. I don't want to even think like the sick people.
Mhm.
And you're kind of in shock at that moment because the Kaaba's here and you're here getting touched up by some man who's in ihram and supposed to be here cleansing his soul and heart and purifying himself. And you also don't feel like it's the right time to even tell the man or the person you're with, your mahram, because it's such a horrible thing to experience, but it happens all the time. Sexual harassment like that, also theft, people who leave their shoes outside the mosque, they go missing. And again, all around you, you're thinking this is a holy city, this surely should be one of the safest spaces in the world. But no, it's got all of the same little ugly things happening that happen out in the rest of Saudi Arabia as well. I know so many stories where women have come back from Umrah and Hajj and just had these horrible stories, and they haven't even told their husbands or whoever they were with. And then obviously, there's much darker stories, which probably will very much kill the mood of this conversation. But even one of my own teachers from high school had like the most horrific experience happen to her, where she was in a taxi, and the guy just took a detour and drove her into the middle of the desert and raped her and just left her there. And she somehow made it back. But all I saw of her was she came to school to collect her belongings and she just left the country. And you can't even imagine like what would have happened. And the fact that she just silently left the country knowing there's no justice that she would ever get in Saudi Arabia, nobody would be held accountable, just speaks volumes.
Oh,
sorry, AP, for killing the vibe there.
No, these are things that need to be said. I mean, this is something that even deserves its own talk. This should be separately addressed. This is, I mean, I was a Muslim when I heard stories, when I heard little mentions of these things or little warnings of that kind, and I didn't even get it back then. And it's like, I feel like until after I left Islam, I didn't even perceive what, it's just shocking back then when you are a Muslim, when you are religious and you value these things, you value, the Arabian lands, and you value the Kaaba and Mecca and Medina and all that. This is Islamically described as a safe place, where you go for refuge. And then you think, wow, in that holy place, the holiest place of all, you have men everywhere or others everywhere trying to engage in extremely terrible behavior, in abusing women and abusing others, and in groping and rape and theft and all that. I didn't even get it back then. And only after I left Islam, I thought, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, and unfortunately, you internalize it and you think, okay, this is just a woman and this is maybe something I have to deal with, And I never had the audacity to tell my dad, just out of like, I can't even bring that to my lips. Like, what would he think and say? But obviously now I think completely differently. But at that point, you genuinely do think, okay, this is just something I have to deal with as a woman, but it's something I deal with alone. And because again of the context that's happening in, you're just doubly as shocked, right? You're like, I'm here as well on a pilgrimage. I'm here to get close to God, and this is like the antithesis of what I should be talking about here. And it just, as a woman, you really internalize these things. I think there are you're actually probably people who have lived in Saudi Arabia, and the way we were taught, because if you go to an international school, up to a certain level, Islam isn't compulsory. Because of that, you have to, obviously my parents were adamant that we would all learn the Quran. We actually had a teacher come to the house. But again, the horror stories of what these men do when they come and teach kids at home is there's so many stories. Obviously, we'll get back to the point of this discussion, but yeah, all of these things definitely need to be discussed, and people, they need to come out in the open now.
Oh, wow. Wow, guys. So it looks like this thing is happening to both women and men right now. The video that we watched earlier on is about a man being propositioned, and he was propositioned 3 times. Something, guys. This is what goes on in the Kaaba, not Kaaba, in Mecca, the holiest of holy lands. Reggie, what are your thoughts?
My thought from what she was just saying was like, uh, your dad know. Like she was saying that, oh, I didn't know if I wanted to tell my dad. Well, your dad is older than you, so I'm sure he's been to one of those before
Mm,
you, so he know. So I question why he would want his wife or his child, especially his child, going to something like that where he know shit like that's gonna happen. He may have not engaged in that type of activity himself when he was younger, but it would be impossible for him to be 100% unaware of that. So he's at fault, in my opinion.
Reggie, you bring out a very good point there. Right? Sorry, I got something in my mouth. But you bring out a very good point, right? What if the father is also a perpetrator?
He
What
is in
if
a way.
he's been, right? And he is one of the guilty ones.
He probably is.
Mm, 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 mm.
Probably is. Probably as when he was younger and shit. Probably as a young lad. Probably getting his little feel on too. You know. But like I said, either way, he knows that that kind of activity takes place, whether if he did it, if he engaged in it or not. Why the fuck would you let your daughter go to that shit
Mm.
to
Exactly.
possibly get raped to go to heaven or Jenna or whatever? That shit
Jana
don't correlate with me. I don't.
doesn't compute.
Mm-mm,
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 mm-mm, mm-mm.
mm-mm.
Exactly. And yet women will still go. Women will still be at the top of the huh? And yet the prophet said the most of the people that will be in hell would be women. But they still go. Can you imagine, Reggie? Just imagine this, ah, I don't know. So imagine being a woman, spend all that money going to the Holy Land to be violated in such a manner. Then your your man's at home has to share you with three other wives. No, you have to share him with three other women. And well, if he's got what do you call them? Sex slaves? What do you call those slaves? Yeah. Yeah, he can have unlimited numbers of those. And then the chances of you then going to heaven is so
What if you went over there, then got sexually assaulted, right?
mm, 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 mm,
Then you
mm,
died,
mm, 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 mm,
went
mm,
to Jenna, and
mm,
had to
mm.
deal with your husband and 70 something virgins. I know
No, no,
I'd be like, man,
Reggie.
it's a
What do you
ripoff.
mean go to Jannah? What if dies after going through such a horrific and then goes to Jahannam? Because Reggie, only Allah knows who's coming into Jannah. Only Allah knows that information. Only. So no Muslim, nobody is guaranteed a spot in the heaven. Nobody.
What if
Nobody.
what if you went to Saudi Arabia, was sexually assaulted, then went to Johanna? That's hell, right?
Yes,
Because
Jahannam, yes.
because because you lost your virginity.
Well, listen, the prophet said most the hell, most of the people that are going to be in there are women. So yes, there's every possibility that that's going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a bitch. And what if you pay 11 stacks, well, $11,000 to go get raped and sent to Johanna?
How that works.
No, no. What if you listen?
Okay.
What if you pay $11,000 to go over there, right? And you were sexually assaulted while you was over there, died in the fucking desert, threw you in a ditch, and
Reggie.
then you went to Johanna, and you was
Hey,
black,
Janisha.
and you was black.
Reggie,
What if?
the last pilgrimage. Do you know? Okay, no, let me show you, Reggie. Let me show you.
You'd be a raising head alive too. kufar. That's my word of the day. Every time somebody pisses me off, fuck you, kufar.
Okay, Reggie, let me show you this. Let's show everyone.
It's one of the 5 pillars of the Islamic faith, the obligation to perform Hajj once in your lifetime if you're financially and physically capable. But how to assess in advance your ability to withstand days of outdoor exertion in an ever more
Bullshit.
unpredictable, extreme climate? Videos posted on social media this week, which we can't independently verify, purport to show bodies lying in the street. The AFP news agency says more than 1,000 pilgrims have died, based on a tally of figures from foreign diplomats. The Saudi government has so far given no official number.
There were many people that were suffering from heat exhaustion, and yes, there was along the official authorized route that we were aware of, there was a plentiful supply of people and individuals and people in authority that were handing out bottles of water, squirting water, and also a lot of water fountains available. Given the intensity of the heat, I think in the coming years, I suspect that they do need to take some further action.
More than 600 of those who died were
Calling them
reported.
black people.
The overwhelming majority of them unregistered pilgrims, people who'd come in on cheaper tourist visas or overstayed work permits and wouldn't have access to the same air-conditioned facilities as those on official tours. One UK-based critic of the Saudi government says it's become a two-tier experience.
We see that all the hierarchies are reproduced, so the poor ones are actually the ones who suffer most. And this explains why there's so much death among certain pilgrims from particular countries like Egypt, Bangladesh, Morocco, Tunisia, etc.
Oh, wow.
This year's Hajj is the deadliest since 2015, when an estimated 2,400 people died in a stampede, a number arrived at long after this footage was just broadcast. The official Saudi toll remained at 769. The infrastructure has since been upgraded, including a complex one-way system and improved healthcare facilities. Following the lunar calendar, the Hajj period starts 11 days earlier each year. In the coming years, it's heading for springtime. The next summer cycle comes in the mid-2040s. Climate scientist Farhad Saeed is co-author of a study setting out what it may be like for pilgrims then.
The authorities in Saudi Arabia, they are going for adaptation options, but adaptation options have their limits. So unless we stop emissions and we abide by the Paris Agreement, I'm afraid that we will continue to see such calamities.
Saudi Arabia wants to attract 30 million pilgrims a year by 2030, performing both the Hajj and the smaller year-round Umrah pilgrimage. Such numbers can only intensify the challenge of retaining the event's essential religious character while adapting to an ever hotter world.
Reggie?
Damn, Shay.
1,000 plus people.
It was sad once I started seeing all the black ones.
Hmm?
I mean, it was sad the whole time. I'm sorry, but it was sad, like how they just showed all the black ones, and then they just started talking about the poverty and them the ones dying because, well, they didn't name any countries. Well, they did name like Morocco and shit like that, but
yes, Egypt.
Egypt and places like that. It was sad. The whole situation sad. People losing their life in the name of religion.
There's one video that I did. It's about a husband and wife that were killed in the heat. The heat there.
Mm-hmm. From the United States.
Go to the Holy Land. Yes. Okay, Dean Kruger. Listen, Dean Kruger, let me apologize. I owe you something, but I keep forgetting. Dean Kruger, I will get to doing it, okay? And yeah, I will get to doing it. Postcard, hello. We got Dean Kruger in the house. We got Paul Scatler. Madness, just pure madness on so many levels. Absolutely. It's just madness. There's no, you can't, what do you say? And it's okay to be gay. It's okay. And I like that he was respectful of the person who propositioned him. It could have been worse. It could have become a shouting match, could have turned the camera around everyone has seen who he is. I mean, I'm not saying they will not find him. They will find him. I mean, if this they go, they might find him. But hello,
I wonder
just
where that. I wonder where that boy's mom was at.
she went out. He looks old enough to look after himself. Yeah,
Mm. He looks like a teenager.
maybe, maybe, might be one, might be one.
I mean, but
Mhm.
even if he is an adult, I still want to know where his mom was at because
It's the Holy Land. She's off. Maybe he's going to go and buy this and buy that, and I
yeah,
need
do
to
you
take this
know?
back home. I need to do this, and I need,
Did you hear what they were saying? She don't got no fucking business being nowhere by herself, right?
when they get to this part, some people just overlook. They just okay, it's the tourists. They're here again.
She's somewhere getting felt up, whether she want to or not, right?
Right, right. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh well.
Where's his dad?
Anyway, a lot can be said about that, Richie.
Hmm.
A lot can be said about. I mean, if we were to go on this wild goose chase, because some people might have their gaydar turn on. You know, wagwan. Why are you attractive to? Well, anyway, never mind. I'm not trying to guilt. Not trying to blame victim here. He is a victim after all. But it's just
Oh
conversations that I
no,
saw
no, I'm
people
not
having.
blaming him. I'm not blaming him. I'm just curious because I'm like, I don't see why a woman would go over there by herself, right? But then again, she did bring him. But then again, she's not right there.
Mm,
So it's just so many questions with that story. I don't obviously I believe him, but it's just a weird story.
it is. Indeed, it is. It is. Well, anyway, guys, make sure to give the stream a thumbs up. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Reggie, what you doing after this?
I don't know, probably make me something to eat. I'm hungry.
Something to eat, okay? Right.
Mhm.
All right, everyone. Thank you all so much. This was supposed to be a short stream, right? Nothing, yeah. But yes, people are being propositioned though. Gay people in Mecca. They're everywhere. Mm-mm, mm, mm-mm. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it absolutely. I love it. Madness, just pure madness. Yes, it is madness on so many levels.
Thank
And
you
yes,
again,
do not
Kerwat.
forget to subscribe to Godless Reggie's channel. Do not forget. Don't make sure to subscribe to
Thank you.
Godless Reggie's channel. Okay, all right. Okay, everyone. So thank you all for coming to watch. Thank you all for being a part of the stream. And we will see you later on.
Do you have a moment? And this very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way? Can you see the vision? Everything in this world will be okay. Can we be together all the way? I know you feel this movement right here. You just be vibing, reaching for something